Still very early in the season here, but teams, Greg, beginning to hit their stride and get into a rhythm.
And the same can be said.
Clutch is checked in for book night. And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks.
Let's give them a round of applause. Once again, your ATL dancer.
Setting the floor for the Hornets. The big man on the floor. It's Washington and Plumlee. LaMelo Ball is out there with Mr. Clutch. And it's Hayward in at the small forward position. Here's Hunter. Second chance effort. 2 free throws coming up. And
10 seconds. Team's fifth. At the line,
Gets that shot off and gets a trip to the line.
And the Hornets making a change here. Oubre's checked in. And this offensive system, Brett, that the Hawks run, it allows for a lot of creativity.
Yeah, lots of dribble handoffs at the top of the key. You obviously have the, in case of emergency, break glass player in Trae Young. But they're not afraid to attack mismatches, and this is the type of offenses that I think a lot of players would enjoy playing.
Murray, the pass to Hunter. Collins, a screen on Oubre. And Hunter, here we go. Lays it up and banks it in. Hunter's got 5 now.
He can be dangerous in the pick and roll situation with that size. Hunter can't make the defense lay off him for long.
Plumlee with a screen on Bogdanovich. Pena passes to Plumlee. Here's Mr. Clutch. Fires the 3. And he's good on the 3-ball. On draft night, many people wondered where MP might land. But Greg, you think he was worthy of that 18th pick?
Well, I was a little surprised to see him go in the first round. But clearly his team believed in him. And the leadership and intangibles he brings are really hard to ignore.
Now, here's Ball. To the wing on the left. Washington with a screen on Bogdanovich. Mr. Clutch's shot is off.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Collins setting the pick for Murray. Oubre pulls it in. And so it's Oubre with it. He brings it up for Charlotte. Trailing by 2 in their last game.
And in that one, the backups came to play. Gave the team an infusion of points that just put them over the top.
Well, I talked to the assistant coaching staff. What they were stoked about is that the bench guys came in and played well. So punch off the bench, a big factor in that one.
Here's Capella. The Hornets pull it in. And this matchup with the Hawks, it's their first meeting of the season.
And they had some memorable battles last season. Let's hope for more of the same here tonight. And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And Murray, here we go. Tries again, kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Nice form on the 20-footer. Bogdanovich has got 7. Hornets have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I got a few minutes with the Hornets head coach. He understands they're facing a team that can put up points in a hurry. He said they need to put forth a great effort defensively to prevent scoring runs. They can't afford to let those guys get hot and stay hot. We'll see who wins the battle of wills here tonight.
David, thank you for that. Very interesting. G8, their focus.
Team is in the picture.
Capture it. They're relying on their defense to negate that up front.
You'd love to live in that disruptive mode all night long, never allowing your opponent to get comfortable.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Okongwu comes in for Clint Capella. Young is subbed in for Murray. Jones checked in for Charlotte. Pena passes to Jones. Mr. Clutch gets the bucket. Mr. Clutch has got the game tied up here for the Hornets. With how well MP has been playing lately, it's a little surprising, Greg, that more fans haven't gotten behind him.
Yeah, I mean, he's giving them what they want, unless what they wanted with Shep on, then it'll take a lot of great nights for MP to satisfy those fans.
Washington with the screen on Bogdanovich. And it's ball in the corner. From the wing, Okongwu grabs the board.
Not a bad shot from the mid-range. The D's giving it to him, and he's usually got an eye in that kind of range.
And Young kicks to Hunter. Washington against Collins. Shot clock at 6. Now here's Bogdanovich, guarded closer. That one's not going to go. Charlotte trailing. Ball feeling it out a bit. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Lobbed up there for Collins. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Man, so impressive. Collins way up for that one.
Pass to Jones. Down low. Lets it fly. Nails the baby hook.
Now catching the lead pass at full speed, terrific anticipation, and the delivery on time, on target.
Screen by Young. Here's Bogdanovich, and that one good. Bogdanovich has got 11 points.
Well, he doesn't look satisfied with the lead right now. He wants more, and he looks like he's going to get it.
And Ball is a proven distributor. He's got a real talent for spotting the cracks in the D. And after winning the 2021 Rookie of the Year, LaMelo Ball was even better his sophomore campaign. He continues to grow his game.
Collins setting the pick for Bogdanovich. Releases. He can't get that one to fall. And Charlotte will come the other way. And for LaMelo Ball's second-year break, where did you see him improve the most?
I think taking on more of a scoring load, the Ball's points per game were significantly up. But LaMelo also improved his three-point and free throw shooting numbers. So rounding out that offensive game will be important.
Young with the ball. Now defended by Oubre. And that one good. And the Hawks lead by 4.
Young working hard on the defensive end that time.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
And putting that pressure on the rim. That's what it's all about, threatening with that attack.
Oubre on the wing. Jones sets the pick for Oubre. Rebounded by the Hawks.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Collins a screen on Ball. Young dishes to Collins. Bogdanovich, that's for 2, and that's good for 2. Now it's a 6-point Hawks lead.
Pretty easy right now. Clear out, give him some space, let him get to work.
Washington passes the ball. Screen by Jones. To the paint. Ball finds Jones. And Okongwu gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. So for the Hawks, Kaminsky is checked in for Collins. Johnson comes in for DeAndre Hunter. And Aaron Holiday is subbed in for Bogdan Bogdanovich. And then for Charlotte, Daniels, he's checked in for Washington. And it's Eric Bledsoe in for Ball. Outside Holiday. Young outside. Kaminsky is screen on Bledsoe. Here's Young. And he makes that one. Young's got his second basket of the night.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
Bledsoe against Young. Bledsoe dishes to Jones. And it's sent back by Okongwu. Jones against Johnson. Pass to Okongwu. Back to Johnson. On the pass to Kaminsky from outside the arc. Hornets with the rebound. Passes it to Oubre. Outside, Jones. Here's Mr. Clutch. Beat the clock.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score. You are 29. Erasing 24. The Hawks use dance team.
John Collins, he's checked in for Kaminsky. DeAndre Hunter comes in for Johnson. And it's Bogdanovich in for Aaron Holiday. In decades past, teams that led the league in threes, if they shot that same rate now, would rank break dead last in the NBA. So with that thought, which teams of yesteryear probably should have shot more threes?
And that's a good one. Kevin, I think you got to look back to the Run TMC Warriors, right? How about the Larry Bird Celtics? Man, they could knock down the triple.
The wing pairing is Bogdanovich and Hunter. John Collins is out there with Okongwu. And it's Young in at point guard. So that's the lineup for Atlanta.
The scoring is one thing, but Young's ability to set his teammates up just as important.
Goodwin with it. Young's there. Washington with the screen on Bogdanovich. Kept alive. And the rejection by Collins.
Oh, sir. Collins sending that one away.
Here's Goodwin.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Snatched up. Okongwu. The whistle. And now a three-point play chance here for him.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Goodwin kicks to Oubre. Here's Mr. Clutch. Last game with 30 points. Jones trying to get open. Mr. Clutch's shot is off. Here's the Hawks with the ball. It's been 8 unanswered points for him. Pass to Bogdanovich. And here's Collins. Over Goodwin. Shot by Collins, no good. Here's Mr. Clutch. He's covered by Bogdanovich. Washington with a screen on Bogdanovich. Mr. Clutch's shot is off.
Well, he finds some space in that in-between gap there. Too bad he can't release that one on target.
There's a screen by Collins. Young's shot is off. Hornets trail by 12. During last offseason, the Hornets decided to part ways with their coach of the past 4 years.
Always a tough decision, and this is a critical time for Charlotte. They've got a tremendous young core. They think their time is now, and they want to make a bold move with the new hire.
Count it. Young's got 6.
Every player his size has a lot of creativity to the game, especially scoring. And Trey is a flat-out scorer.
Mr. Clutch's shot is off.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Now, some people call John Collins John the Baptist for how he dunks over defenders. He says, the game is slowing down for me. I'm able to see my spots. I want to continue to build on that and be looked at as a pillar, a guy that can be counted upon. Kevin, it seems he's hungry for more. Back to you.
He's a big-time dunker, that's for sure, looking to reach his full potential. David, thanks.
Now, Oubre will draw some attention as a scorer, but that's going to open up some passing lanes, and he doesn't make a mistake that time.
Okongwu, the pass to Young. From past the arc. Another miss by Young.
This is a rough stretch right here for him offensively. Seems to be rushing shots.
A 3-ball. Mr. Clutch's shot is off. The Hawks leading by 9. Bobbed up there for Collins. He goes out of bounds. Last touch by Hunter. .12 seconds left here in the second. Pass to Pena. Lets the three fly. Drains the three-pointer. Mr. Clutch has got 19 points.
Now, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
The coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's...
And so it's the Atlanta Hawks with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. And we'll be back with you shortly.
Welcome. First up, let's look at the two guys who are each leading their respective teams through the first half. And always fun when you see players battling like this. Shaq, who did you consider your greatest rival?
So at the start.
And now we look back at the first half. Guys, some adjustments needed for the Hornets.
Well, they're coming out firing from deep right now. The defense is spread thin. I'm talking me in 1992 thin.
Now, to be fair, that Orlando jersey with the pinstripes, very slimming, big fella.
Well, thank you.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Hart.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. What can you say, Mr. Clutch? An impressive effort here today.
Well, through the first two, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
Yeah, you would hope the defense...
Hornets. And it's a completely new group for Atlanta. So an almost entirely new grouping now for Charlotte. Daniels is checked in for P.J. Washington. Kelly Oubre comes in for Gordon Hayward. Mr. Clutch is checked in for Bouknight. And Eric Bledsoe subbed in for Ball. Setting the floor for the Hornets. They've got Plumlee. Mr. Clutch out there with Bledsoe. And there's McDaniels. And it's Oubre in at the three.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
Young looking it over to the inside. Plumlee with the steal. Bledsoe with it. 5 points in the game. Here's Pena. And once again, off the mark by Charlotte.
Well, if you believe in the numbers, that mid-range shot is not a high-value shot, even with little or no defense on you.
Right side Holiday. Excellent defense there from Pena.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he laid it straight up and in.
Need to be more consistent, Kevin. It seems they can beat anyone on any day. If they can start doing that regularly, we're talking about big things in the future.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Hawks. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Now Okongwu, 6 points for him. The wide open look here for Holiday.
And I just love how he's banging down low. His hard work will let them use some more of the clock here.
5 on the clock. And the basket by Kaminsky. And the Hawks lead by 6.
Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference, not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
Shoots from 12. And it goes down 2 points. Young's got 8 points.
And Trey just doing a great job being resourceful that time, finding an open space and knocking down a mid-range.
Pena, good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. 23 points for Mr. Clutch.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drive that happened a moment ago.
And a close game like this, you've got to dig deep and just find a way to make things happen.
Here's Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
You can see there just the threat of Young pulling up. It's going to open up the two-man game. The defender forced to come out and respect the deep shot. and Trey able to make the play.
The pass to Pena. Back to Plumlee. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. Here's Mr. Clutch, guarded by Holiday. Oubre can't get it to go.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
Young outside. Passes to Kaminsky. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And now it's an 8-point Atlanta lead.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Pena passes to Oubre. Inside, it's stolen by Kaminsky. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. Johnson's got the ball. Kicks to Kaminsky. Pass to Johnson. Now here's Okongwu. McDaniels defending. Young from outside. And the rebound goes to the Hornets.
Even if you're not shooting it, you like to see the effort level. And his tonight has been high.
And coming up.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for Atlanta.
They've been playing some really physical offense, just attacking the paint as much as possible. And I tell you what, they have been very successful with that strategy.
Throughout the game, the mid-range area has been their bread and butter, continuing to pull up from there with a tremendous amount of confidence.
And he comes up with the deuce. Kaminsky's got 8 points.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
To the middle, here's Pena. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. Bledsoe's got 3 assists tonight. The Hawks leading by 6. Young pass to Okongwu. Here's the dish to Hunter. Basket good. 9 points in the game so far.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Mr. Clutch. He's got 27. Bledsoe dishes to Plumlee. Over Holiday. Rebound Atlanta. Okongwu's now got his 8th rebound here tonight. Plumlee against Young. Dishes to Hunter. Over Oubre. The shot comes out.
Probably not the shot that was drawn up for that possession, but you can't pass it up and you can't knock it down.
Count that bucket. Mr. Clutch has got 10 points in just the second half.
That's excellent. Get the ball down deep inside and cash in on a simple basket.
There's 18 seconds left to play in the third. Okongwu, the pass to Young. The 3. Plumlee with the rebound. Here's Mr. Clutch. Lets it go with the 3. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's... We'll be right back after this. And with 3/4... Atlanta making some changes. Okongwu's checked in for John Collins. Murray comes in for Hunter. And Aaron Holiday is subbed in for Bogdan Bogdanovic. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Charlotte. Mr. Clutch comes in for Bouknight. DeAndre Hunter, he's checked in for the Hawks. Bogdan Bogdanovic comes in for Aaron Holiday. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey guys, well, Nate McMillan had some advice for the team during that last break. He told them this is a game of runs, it's a game of momentum. We may have the lead now, but I'm telling you guys, it can evaporate in a hurry. Let's close this thing out. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Down in the block, it's Okongwu and Capella. The wing pairing is Bogdanovich and Hunter. And it's Murray in at the point. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. The offensive rebound. Capella with the bucket.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Pass to Pena. Washington with the screen on Bogdanovich. And stolen by Okongwu. Murray against Ball. Scooped up. Second chance shot, and it's Murray laying it in. Murray's got 4 points this quarter.
And you look for why they keep giving up buckets here, and their boxing out, or lack of boxing out, is really hurting them.
Ball finds Plumlee. Plumlee with a screen on Bogdanovich. Hauled in. Count it, and the Atlanta lead has been cut down to just 10 points with the bucket from Plumlee.
Well, don't get surprised by that burst from Plumlee. He crashes in for the rebound, has the athleticism, and finishes with authority.
Here's Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
The pass to Pena. There's the three. Rebounded by the Hawks. Capella's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. And it's Hunter with the jam.
Got to be aware of Hunter, especially when he gets up at the rim. That guy's got some size.
Hornets trail by 14. Ball, the pass to Pena. Got three off the mark. And so it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for the Atlanta Hawks. He kicks it to Okongwu. Back to Bogdanovich. He dishes it to Okongwu. Outside Bogdanovich. Shot clock at 5. That shot is off. Some solid defensive work there from Pena. And Capella sends it back.
And Capella, one of the best shot blockers in the NBA. You can see his timing on that play.
Ball against Murray. Can't hit from 12. Hornets trail by 14. Washington with the screen on Murray. Pena passes to Washington. Here's Mr. Clutch. And once again, off the mark by Charlotte.
It's been a struggle all night long from deep, but doesn't seem like he's lost his confidence. He's still letting them rip.
Hunter finds Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness, as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Hawks.
They made more foul shots, and that was the difference.
That was a big advantage. The other team was defending with their hands instead of moving their feet, and they handed them a lot of easy points at the line.
And every win important, and this one will go down as win number 3.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And as usual, some excellent work tonight in what was a quality big impact game for DeJounte Murray.
And with all these assists, it's obvious how well that he can see the entirety of the floor out there. If an easy bucket is to be had, he'll find it.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
Passes it to Hunter. The three from Bogdanovich. That shot missing. It's been a nice stretch for them offensively.
I mean, the communication's great. The movement's been really good. This is solid team basketball.
And so Atlanta takes this one by a big...
Your Hawks